today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. They killing and did it again, but it intend on I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But it intend on I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bag. You ain't get.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. Mike, 58, right there. I got one. Check. 58 for Mike, 58.
On first down, Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
51, jump! Check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Let him go.
Here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
45's the mic. coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Got it. Check Mike 45. Check Mike. Go.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. This one caught by Ridley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
45. Mike, 45. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 45. Base. Hey, watch the slant.
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Again, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Watch the screen. Lock in. Watch out. Two draw Corker.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 26-yard line.
Mike, 45. Hey, I'm coming. Check nickel.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They run, Montgomery, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try to run forward with Cohen, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Switch up, switch up.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the ball is knocked out. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. So that one will be accepted. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Jones has it. A good pickup there at 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ito Smith, his first carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go. 58 to Mike. Got it. 58 to Mike. Exit. Check.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go one more. 21.
Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 98 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Going right side here, and that's complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Space. 51. Get him.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, South. 22. Check my 45. Let him go.
To throw again is Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
45. Mike, 45. You got nothing to run.
Gun.
You got nothing. 45, Mike, 45.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. Remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Motion.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Complete to Taylor Gabriel. A gain of 22 yards. And the Bears first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
180. 45. Here we go.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
21. Base. Hey, Zoo. We own them. We own them. Check 45.
Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
45 to Mike. So don't say nothing. 45.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check 45. Hey, South. You. Hey, high 7.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Got it. Hey, seam 6. 45. Mike, get up.
On first down, Ryan. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Got it. Hey, check Mike 40. Smooth. Watch the out. 58. Mike, 45 to Mike. Push him back.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
11.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This time, Trubisky will throw. And an alley to run. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson and out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Check 45 to the line. I'm trying to collect. Check. Watch the safety creep.
On third down, a run with Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check right 45. Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip. Move. Shoot.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Alert.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 15 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
On third down, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
45, That's right, baby. They don't want it.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Eluding the under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
He's scared. Check. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. 2, 3.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Check 45 to Mike. Get ready.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Stocker's got it, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points,
It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way
the stress.
You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay,
Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Ayy, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound, I got it. Don't pound us around me, I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war, you got to love it like black. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood
tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for the touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to... Start a drive.
Come on now, let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Moses. Mostert. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Cunningham. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's Mostert. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Let's go. At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, 61 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now.
And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. he the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make bands. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mostert, and right away, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Got it. Set up. 10-2 soft. Hit it.
And again this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. From the gun, Steve Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Watch twist. Check 37. Check 37. Go.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald with a sack. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Cunningham to throw. Rolling to his left. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now Cunningham. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They run with Harris. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play, Young to Moss. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
It's a 70, 80. At the 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 12. Young. Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Watch the twist.
Young on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown. Raheem.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young,
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. Honestly unforgettable, you a joke like perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damagers. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak, I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this ride, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time unwrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
The tackle by Brian Dawkins. From the 39, Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Rush in. Check it. Hey, wahoo.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line.
2 yards. It's now 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who is supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go. Mike 50. Come on. Here we go. Here we go.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Saints take over first.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So a big carry there, maybe trying to atone for that fumble he had earlier in this one.
Yeah, I know every coach always tells you, shake it off, let it go. You know it's in your head. You want to make up for it, and he did exactly that on that play.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. On second down, it's Jackson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Murray now, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kevin Green in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's going to loft this one deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Move. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Check it. Reload.
To throw is Brady. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
No, 66. 26 miles. Get that quarterback, D-line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Brady will try again on second down. And he fires one incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jadeveon Clowney drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
That's it, baby. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Kevin Green able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Hold on. Playing wrong football. Shit! Watch the shit! Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing now is Murray. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Murray, he'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
53! Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. 72.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Come on,
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Kevin Green giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run here with Bone. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw, it's Murray. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Murray now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Another run with Sanders. That one good for 33 in the first. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now this time, Brady will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games...
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Yellow. Our w13. Hey, 15.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. On third down, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. They complete it to Hill. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Max 50, Max trap. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Cargo.
Hey, 50. 50 the mic. 50 the mic.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. And they go back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but this is a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Holt. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a handoff looking right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Here we go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. get away, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Morton. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now here's Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Cunningham looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the safety, Sean Taylor.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run with Allen, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensive.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
You know how I always talk about when teams line up for long field goals, that you should be in a safe defense.
Right.
But you're also in a position here where this is a makeable kick. So rushing it is also part of this strategy. Maybe they use their aggressiveness against them on that fake.
Yeah, with a low trajectory, they're coming in hot, trying to block it. And you're right, and obviously it worked out. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. The 30. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short boot, take it at the 21. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Cunningham. He's going to fire one deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. They'll run on first down. Jackson. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a handoff looking right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done.
But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some.